I'm going to go through some other preferences and standards that men have, but one of the big ones, or two of the big ones, is, so one of the big things that men care about is, and some people disagree, is, and this is, okay, so one of the things men value in a woman is sexual purity. So low body count.
Okay.
Men like
that would come up.
men like women with a low body count. So that was the big one that came up. So why don't we talk a bit about body count? Does body count matter?
No.
No.
No? No?
No.
Wait, forgot. Oh, no, actually.
No.
Well, for
Just
both.
no.
We can say both, but let's say if we want to frame it from the men's preference perspective, should a woman's body count matter? Or we can keep it gender neutral.
Neither, no.
Should the body count matter?
I mean, no, but unfortunately, like, it does to some degree.
What's the degree?
Like, of course, like, guys always talk about wanting a lady with a low body count, but do they have a low body count? I don't know.
Different.
I don't think it should matter. I don't think
It's
that it's
different.
As long as you're safe and you're, like, you know, I think that's a question that doesn't really matter.
That's fair.
To some people.
To some people. Okay. So I'm going to give my take. I'm going to just say a lot of men prefer women with a low body count.
Right.
If you line up 100 men and you say, would you prefer a girl who slept with fewer men? They'd say yes. Yeah. No guy's going to say, if a guy has a girlfriend, he's going to say, no.
Obviously, I prefer not to date a whore.
Right. No guy's going to be like, gee, I really wish, my last girlfriend, or I really wish my current girlfriend had slept with more men. No guy's going to say that.
Well,
right?
no guy or girl is going to prefer to date somebody who's slept around. But if they meet somebody, for me, it's like, I would prefer, to date somebody who, like, but if I meet them and I vibe with them and their body count's high, so what? I'm not going to it's not going to be a deal breaker. That's what I'm trying to say. But
I
like a good whore.
I do too. Like, not a whore, but like, like, I don't know.
Experience, I guess.
Like, honestly, like, I don't care. Body count for me doesn't care at all. Not one bit. But like, if they have a higher body count, they've been around a block, they kind of have some experience. They kind of know, like, okay, because some guys don't know where stuff is.
Let me ask you a question. So hold on, let me ask you a question on that. So who do you think will be more experienced? A guy who's had 3 long-term relationships, each lasting a year, and they were having consistent sex, or a guy who's slept with 70 women and the most amount of times he's slept with one woman is like 3 times?
The guy that had the long relationships knows those 3 girls' bodies and knows what those 3 girls like, not what, like, the specific, which obviously you have to, like, know your partner, but versus the guy that's had the 70, he kind of, like, I don't know, you learn new tricks. That's all I'm saying.
Not on a one night, sorry.
I mean, if you really want to go deep, like, well, no pun intended, in terms of exploring things sexually, like, that shit's really not going to, I mean, I don't know. On a one-night stand, it's going to be kind of basic, I feel. Totally. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
And anyways, okay, so you seem adamant. Body count doesn't matter.
Not one bit.
Not a bit. Okay. So even like if the guy had 100 bodies.
I have a friend that does. Like, I have a friend that has 99. And it
to the T.
It doesn't matter. Personally, it doesn't. As long as you're clean and you're safe, I don't care. I don't even need to know if I'm in a relationship with a person. I don't even need to know how many people you've been with. Like, obviously, if we're like at like a small function and there's a girl in the room that you've slept with, I'd like to know, like, oh yeah, her. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, but I don't care. That's just me.
But it's like,
so it seemed like everyone here said shouldn't matter.
No.
Okay. What's your body count?
What's my body count? That's a great question. Stopped keeping track after 5 because it just did not
After
matter.
5? I mean, you can keep track a little bit. After 5, right?
after 5, but you got to think about it. Like, it all depends on when you lost your virginity. If I lost
When was
mine,
that?
When I lost mine?
Sure.
At 17.
Okay. And 24?
24.
Okay. So do you know what the body count is?
It's definitely, it's somewhere between like maybe like 15, 25, somewhere around there.
15 and 25.
Yeah.
Okay, in that range, sure.
I mean, my body count's 10. I mean, considering when I lost my virginity, it was a young age, to a boyfriend that I had for a long time. But yeah, so from then to now, it's 10 or 11.
2. I mean, I don't usually say mine just because I don't think it matters enough for people to know it. That's kind of where I haven't even told boyfriends. Like, I don't tell them because I'm like, there's no need for people to know it.
But have they've asked?
Yeah, and I haven't said it. I've had a boyfriend ask, and I've had friends ask, just because, like, you know, and it's not crazy, but I'm like, if I'm safe and clean, I don't think it matters enough to say it.
I'm just curious, so past doesn't matter?
No.
Okay. But a little bit earlier you said you wouldn't date a felon.
Who murdered?
So his past
I don't
does
wanna
kind
do
of
That
matter.
is bad. That is bad.
Past doesn't matter, clean, safe, healthy, whatever, but like murder, I feel like is a different than sleeping around.
It is a bit different, I'll give you that.
That's jail.
2.
2? Okay.
I'm gonna call upon my Fifth Amendment right.
She's pleading the 5th. She is pleading the 5th.
I am pleading the 5th.
Okay. Well,
Multiply it by 3, and that's the real number.
so, okay.
1.
What would you be willing to give a range or an over-under? Under 10?
No.
Over 10?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Over 20? She doesn't like this question. Over 30?
No, it's in 10 and 20.
Okay, internet sleuths, do the calculations. Okay, so that is one of the things that guys care about,
But
is body count.
it's like, how do you ever prove that? Like, I could give you
Well, people
any
could
number
lie.
off the top of my head. How are you going to prove all 20 bodies?
Yeah, because I
You
heard
could
that
lie.
guys lower their body too.
They divide by 3.
Yeah, and I'm like,
That's why you just got to take whatever.
Well,
they
yeah,
say.
of course, like,
take it with a grain of salt.
someone could lie. But,
Everybody lies.
But I mean, like, if someone in your circle was privy to, like, if it wasn't a mystery or a secret,
Right.
that someone else in that social group or friend group slept with a lot of people, like, I mean, there's people talk, people know, then the guy might be like, not really, that's kind of an issue. Don't want to take her seriously.